Need to replace the controller on your Traeger Ironwood 885? It's the brain of the grill and the priciest part on it. So before you spend the money on a new one, we'll rule out the cheap failures first, then walk the swap in clean technical diagrams. About 30 minutes with a new controller and a screwdriver. Let's get into it. Step 1. This is an electrical job, so the very first thing is to kill the power. The main switch on the back of the grill goes off and the power cord comes out of the wall. Do not skip that. Everything from here touches the controller's wiring. Step 2. And this is the step that can save you $450. The manual's own first move for a dead controller is not a new controller. It is the fuse on the back of it. Pull the controller out just far enough to see the back and check that fuse. A blown one costs a couple of dollars and looks exactly like a dead controller. Step 3. If that fuse is good and the connectors are all the way home and the grill still will not run, then it is worth replacing the controller. But do those two checks first, every time. Most dead controllers are a $2 fuse or a connector that shook loose, and both of those are free to fix. Step 4. Before a single connector comes off, take a clear picture of the back of the controller. Every wire, every plug, exactly where it sits. This harness has more connectors than anything else on the grill, and that photo is what makes putting it back together a 2-minute job instead of an afternoon. Step 5. The controller sits in the face of the hopper, held in with a few screws around its edge. Back those out and keep them together. Support the controller with your other hand as the last screw comes free, so it does not hang by its own wiring. Step 6. Now, unplug the harness at the back, one connector at a time. Squeeze each latch and pull on the plug, never on the wire. They are keyed, so they only go back one way, but your photo is still the fastest guide. Set the old controller aside once it is free. Step 7. Take the new controller and plug the harness back in, matching your photo connector for connector until each one clicks. Then, seat it into the hopper face and start every screw by hand before you tighten, so the bezel sits square. Step 8. Cord back in the wall, switch on the back to on, and the new controller lights up. If it is showing an old error, clear it now. Press Menu, then Settings, then Clear Notifications. Until you do, the grill can sit in a cool-down state and refuse to start. Step 9. This controller talks to the Traeger app over Wi-Fi, and the new one is a brand new device as far as the app is concerned. Open the app and follow its steps to connect the grill again. Once it is paired, your recipes and your phone controller back. Now, let's make sure it's working. Start the grill the way you always would, and watch for 4 things. The controller boots to a clean home screen with no error. The display, the dial, and the buttons all respond. The grill lights and comes up to temperature, and the app shows the grill connected. Pass all of these, and this repair is finished. 2 quick things before you go. First, not every error is the controller. An igniter or a probe error is the controller correctly reporting a problem somewhere else, so read the code before you blame the board. And second, keep a spare fuse in the drawer. It is the cheapest part on the grill and the first thing to fail, and it saves you pulling the whole controller to find out. Before you go, 2 ways to protect this controller. First, cover the grill when it's not in use. A cover keeps the weather off all of the electronics, and that is cheap insurance for the priciest part on the grill. And second, keep a spare fuse on hand. Those 2 cost almost nothing, and they are the difference between a 5-minute fix and a $400 one. That's it. Everything we used is linked in the description below. If this video helped you out, please hit like and subscribe, and check out these other videos. Thanks for watching.